Hello there everyone, we are back to do part 2 of our Lord of the Rings adventure card game tutorial. We're going to do part 2 tutorial to the advanced concepts, so we'll start that up now. This tutorial quest outlines more advanced gameplay concepts that build on the fundamentals. No, you cannot save during this tutorial, that's absolutely fine. Keep difficulty on standard. See what quest rewards we'll get. We won't find out until we've completed it. So we'll start the tutorial.
Having dispatched the spiders, Arwen and Legolas led Bilbo back to the Old Forest Road.
I thank you, my friends, for rescuing a lost old hobbit,
He said,
What's this talk of being lost?
called a voice from up the trail.
Glowing!
Bilbo cried with joy, for it was he at last.
Hello, my old friend!
Glowing gestured to the stout companion at his side.
This is my son, Gimli, who has traveled with me from the Lonely Mountain.
The younger dwarf nodded to Bilbo, but eyed the elves warily.
Well met.
Came his gruff response. Arwen nodded in respect to both dwarves.
With Bilbo in the charge of these strong companions, we shall take our leave. We have business elsewhere, and a meeting of our own to keep.
Bilbo was sad to see the elves go, as he much liked their presence. But he was eager to relive old tales over food and drink with Glowing at Bjorn's warm hearth. The elves departed silently into the woods, while Bilbo and the dwarves made down the forest path.
Okay then, we'll start up.
The trees of Mirkwood bring back memories of my younger days.
I'll be glad to join the feast at Bjorn's Hall. I look forward to meeting Bjorn himself. Snakes block our path. Ugh, I thought this road was safe.
No longer, I'm afraid.
Fend off the creatures of the night for 4 rounds. Okay, that seems simple enough to do. Muckadder likes to attack the character with the lowest health. Luckily, you have ways to influence enemy attacks, including using defense and guard. Defense and guard are among the most important concepts in the game. Let's explore them further. Click Gawain to see his card detail view. Also right click, it's me not looking at the instructions properly. Defense grants the character the guard keyword until they take an action or are attacked. To activate the ability for Gawain, right clicks the defense button. So, I'm guessing it's that one there. Okay, I've got to tick that first of all.
Stand back, you two.
So we've got that symbol that says his garden now. Melee attacks can only be directed at units that have guard active, so we can force creatures to attack a specific guarded enemy. When units have the guard keyword active, any melee attacks can only be directed at them. Also, units with guard active are attacked in melee. They deal their attack value, which is the blue shieldy type thing, in reciprocal damage. After a unit with guard is attacked or exhausts, the guard effect ends.
We will face them together, old friend.
Some units have conditional abilities. Gimli gains an attack bonus the first time a character takes damage each round. So this ability activates when Gloin was damaged. Gimli, right-click Gimli to see his detail view.
You will not harm my father and live, beast!
So I guess we're going to be attacking this rock adder. And so Sauron's got out another muck adder. Now finish this round. On your turn you can use Bilbo to take an action or play a card from your hand. So what we've got in our hand, we've got a Veteran Axeman, Common Cause, exhaust one ally, ready a different character. So I suppose we could play that. No. How much damage does it? It can probably take that out. Got another forest spider. We've still got these. I suppose we'll bring out our veteran axe hand.
My axe swings too.
The axe hand. What does the spider have? Any specials? No, no specials on the spider. And we'll end our phase. Creatures of the Night is a locked and timed objective. This means you cannot interact with it. Instead, it counts down by 1 automatically each round until it resolves. Fend off the creatures of the night for 3 rounds. Everyone ready, get our resources. Draw a new card. When units with the guard keyword enter play, they activate defense as a free action. Play Forest Protector to see how the guard keyword functions. Okay, so we'll bring out our Forest Protector.
Well met, friend elf.
Since Forest Protector had guard active, Forest Spider couldn't attack any other target and also suffered reciprocal damage. Being attacked ended Forest Protector's guard ability for the round. Continue playing through this round. Remember, each time you take an action, Sauron can take one in response. So I guess we'll probably take out the injured Forest Spider, as that's the only one left. And we'll use Veteran Axe Hand. Hatchling Spider's not got any special abilities, so we'll take that out straight away with Gloin. We'll use Gimli, I suppose, to take out that one. And we'll use Bilbo. Enemies can have the guard keyword too. It functions the same as with your characters. Okay, so if we're going to use our Forest Protector to attack, he's going to have to attack that one. What we got here? Celadin Tracker. Probably not worth bringing him out. think we're probably best ending our round for the moment. Fend off the creatures of the night for another 2 rounds. When units of the guard keyword ready during upkeep, they receive defense as a free action. So both our protector and their spider. Some units have the range keyword. Play Ganwolf to see how that functions. Unit with the range keyword ignores guard when attacking. Use Ganwolf to ignore spider guard and attack Muckadder this round.
What's before me?
I depart.
So we lost our tracker that time, or was it our protector? One of the two. We're probably going to have to attack these guard spiders. We'll use Gimli to take that one out. And we'll take out the other guard spider. Grant +1, whatever that was, to all Sauron things, +1 attack by the looks of it. Get Gloin to take out the guard spider. And we'll use Bilbo to take out that one. And I guess we'll end the phase. Fend off the creatures of the night for 1 round. See what this card that Sauron played is. Upkeep, grant +1 resources by the looks of it. Some cards, like Ganwolf, are unique. This means you can only have 1 copy of them in play at a time. If units have the flying keyword active, you cannot target them with melee attacks. However, you can use ranged attacks and other flying units. So yeah, that's simple enough to use Ganwolf to deal with the Bat Swarm. Some units have the revenge keyword, which triggers an effect that when that unit is defeated. Exhausted units cannot have flying active. When exhausted, the unit's land and can be attacked by any other target. What is that? So, upkeep, grant +1 resource for Sauron. So I guess we'll use the veteran axe hand to deal with the bats. Sauron just played an enemy that can affect threat. This is a good time to learn about the threat and the threat meter. Threat is a measure of the risk you face during a quest. Sauron directs more attention towards you and the number grows. If you reach 50 threat, your quest fails. Your starting threat is equal to the combined threat value from the 3 heroes you bring on the quest. You may left click any of your heroes to see the threat value at the top of the corner. Top left of the corner. Normally your starting threat is calculated at the start of the quest, but we'll do that now. During the quest, you gain 1 threat at the end of each round. Some cards, like Spies of Shadow, can add more, even more. Left click to see Spies of Shadow's end round ability. So yeah, it says there, ending flying and end +1 threat. The threat meter contains threat events, malicious effects that Sauron uses to harm or hinder you in your journey. Each triggers on upkeep the round after your threat level reaches the threat event value on the meter. Most quests have at least 3 threat events. Let's add some for you to look over and get an idea of what they're like. In the threat meter, click each threat event to view its details. So it's saying, yeah, your threat. So the first one is unexpected company. The creatures before you are more than enough to occupy your attention, so the sudden arrival of yet another giant spider is like some cruel joke, and you're definitely not amused. So that's a pretty powerful enemy to have. Thorny underbrush. Deal 2 damage to up to 3 different random characters. And weak from exhaustion. Grant +1 cost to player cards in this round. That's not too bad, I don't believe. Your quest fails if you reach 50 threat, and it's important to keep track of your total and control it when you can. Don't forget to defeat Spies of Shadow before the end of the round to avoid its extra threat. So what have we got? Secret paths. Apply to progress. We've already got a Janwall Felt, so we can't summon that. I guess we'll do... What do we want to do? I guess we'll get Bilbo to... Okay, so now that's attacked, we can at least get that back. We'll use Gimli. There are no available targets. When this happens, it's often a good idea to put character on guard. Remember to do so, click the character and then click their defense button. So we'll put him on guard. I guess we'll end the phase. I suppose we can play secret paths to eliminate that. When units have the guard keyword active, not only can't you make melee attacks on anyone else, you can't target any objectives. I guess we'll end our phase now. You've completed the goal for location. Travel now to avoid the looming threat. Oh god, we got that spider coming now. Hopefully we should be able to, if you don't travel promptly after completing the location card, you draw Sauron's ire in the form of the looming threat. a locked hazard that produces an increasing amount of threat each round. You can't engage or resolve the looming threat. The best way to deal with it is simply avoid it, travel before it occurs. When you travel, any readied enemies can attack, and bad events trigger, and end effects trigger. So it's a good idea to neutralise enemies and remove end effects before you travel. The giant spider is a problem. Use Ganwolf to deal with it. Since Ganwolf made a ranged attack, the reciprocal damage from Giant Spider's guard ability didn't trigger. I guess we're using this woodland courier. Arrival, apply to progress.
I bring news from Rivendell.
You can use willpower for more than just engaging objectives. You can also use it to trigger fate events, miraculous effects that aid you on your quest. The fate meter shows any available fate events. Most quests have at least 3. Let's add one now for you to check out. In the fate meter, click each fate event to view its details. So this is like an opposite of the threat meter, I believe. Triggering a fate effect requires willpower. As an action, you can add a character's willpower to the fate meter. Let's try it now. So we get the daughter of Numerdel, and which is a power, basically a healing card. So if we right click Woodland Courier and then click that, this doesn't affect the character's questing score, but it does exhaust them. This also counts as an action for your round. You spent your previous turn adding progress to the fate meter. Now let's use it to trigger the fate event. In the fate meter, click River Daughter's aid to open the detail view, then confirm to trigger the fate event. Be nice if we actually knew how to trigger the fate event. I'm probably just being a bit dense here. We've obviously got enough because it's oh, there's me being dense. There's a tick there, so we've got through that. Triggering a fate event is a free action. You can still take a regular action. Go ahead and play Daughter of Numenor.
The water's
Rise of Shadow, which will increase the threat. Some cards have a special ability effect called a power. Use heal to use left click to. Yeah, we know the. A power is a unique ability that can trigger once per round. Left click on the thing to activate. Left click that to activate a power. And we'll heal Gloin, I guess. Using the power as an action exhausts the character unless the card text states otherwise. If you need resources to play more cards, Bilbo can steal them from Sauron. So we'll...
Takes me back to my old days as a burglar.
You've completed the goal for this location. Travel now to avoid the looming threat. So all the enemies are exhausted.
The creature hesitated. It would have struck without mercy, had not that filthy dwarf been with Baggins. The creature feared the strength of dwarves. Fortunately, it knew of a safer way to snare its prey. For the creature had made friends in the forest over the years. It had learned their chittering tongue, and they'd helped each other in dark deeds. Noiselessly, under shadowed boughs, the creature slid off to plead with the lady of the nearby brood. Tasty flesh it would offer her. For himself, the creature desired only a tiny thing. A trinket, the smallest of things.
So that's Gollum still following us by the sound of it, and this is the final encounter. Some fate and threat events only appear at a single location. Be on the lookout for them. You can make a big difference in how easily you progress through the location. To spot them on the meter, look for a reverse colour scheme and square backplate. Sometimes the location-specific threat event will share positions with the standard one. The two will overlap, but you can view and play them separately. The majority of your cards belong to one of 4 spheres of influence. Each sphere has this particular area of emphasis. Leadership represents the ability to inspire and command others. This sphere focuses on gaining resources and playing allies. Leadership cards are a jack of all trades but master of none. Lore represents wisdom and specialised knowledge. The sphere focuses on healing characters, exhausting enemies, and managing your card draw. Lore cards have decent attack but low health. Spirit represents strength of will and aspects of the supernatural. This sphere focuses on managing threat and manipulation and building combos. Spirit cards have strong willpower but low attack. Tactics represents martial prowess and tactical skill. The sphere focuses on combat and managing threat damage. Direct damage even. Tactics cards have strong attack but low willpower. Some player cards are neutral. They belong to no sphere of influence and can be included in any deck. Right, so what is our objective? I guess we'll just So these muck adders will attack the character with the lowest health, and they do quite a bit of damage. So we'll try and take as many of these muck adders out as possible. Get going to deal with that one. Get going to kill him. Or, yep, kill him. What is this? Upkeep. Rock adder enters play, so they'll keep spawning rock adders while this nest of snakes is there. So get him to attack that. Guess we want to try and deal with this hatchling spider before it does anything.
Before me.
Got another muck adder which we'll get Bilbo to deal with.
Lazy lob!
Celadin Tracker will bring in.
In wandering, I find peace.
And we'll deal with that objective. And that's the quest complete.
Fighting shoulder to shoulder with dwarves brought a familiar stirring to Bilbo's heart. He paused, remembering times and companions who were now only a memory. He sighed, breaking his own reverie. Suddenly and silently, Arwen strode onto the path. Behind her was another elf who Bilbo had not met before. The way they appeared suddenly unnerved Bilbo, but if the dwarves had any reaction, they kept it to themselves.
Greetings, friends.
She said.
This is Rosiel of the Woodland Realm.
What happened to Legolas?
Asked Bilbo. Arwen smiled, nodding her head.
The forest path has become unsafe. He carries word of this back to the Elven King.
We must make our way to Bjorn's Hall and report the same.
Glowin added.
Let us make haste.
Bilbo went to take up his pack, only to discover that it was missing.
Stars! I've misplaced my pack! And my sword as well! I must find them!
He fumbled subconsciously for the ring that he once wore around his neck, but was no longer there.
Oh, Bilbo, you absolute goober. So let's see what we've unlocked by completing that tutorial quest. The Explorer deck. Okay, we'll call it there, and next time we will be doing the final tutorial quest, which is Nuanced Concepts. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and comment, and I will catch you all next time. Bye bye.